Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, Tech12, however you wanna call me, I don't really care. And it's that time of the month again where we take a look at the previous month and I kind of review the news and all the stuff that has come out. And I tell you guys what I did enjoy, what I did not enjoy, and how I would see the next month will be coming along. So, February. Now, as I already mentioned previously, the other months, starting from December all the way now to March, all of these months, January, February, and beginning of March, mid all the way to mid March, World of Tanks has kind of this intermediate session where people are waiting for the next patch. And the next patch right now, the biggest patch that is coming is 1.0, and this patch is supposedly coming in 3 days. So I thought I would make this video right now because right now I'd say is the perfect timing, and because I forgot it previously. I would have done it earlier, like at maximum 10th of March, because now we're already at 18th of March. So I want to make it, and then we can hit it off. So it's only logical that Wargaming are bringing us new informations at the beginning of February regarding 1.0. So pretty much this month, February, has all been about showing off the changes that are coming in 1.0, as with the new level design, with the improved maps, with the improved music, with the new atmosphere that they're going to be implementing. And this is going to be the first time I'll be really turning up the volume in the game, because most of the time I've been playing the game on almost silent, on mute. And here you can pretty much listen to every single map sound and sound file, because there's going to be an intro to the map. When you're on the map, every map is going to be very distinguishable and very unique. And then when you're in a battle, when people are shooting at you, the music is going to turn around and it's going to fit the atmosphere. It's going to fit the region you're in. Let's say, for example, if Pearl River were still in the game, because this is the only Asian map that I know of, right, with the name, it would have some Asian theme. That's pretty cool. I think this is a very cool idea, and I always love that Wargaming show us the changes, that they inform us, that they keep us posted on that stuff, and this is always nice. So, Season 7 global map that has ended. Actually, no, it's going to end in 2 days. It's Clan Wars, and there were new kind of camouflages that you can unlock, obviously. And if you're somewhere in the top team, you're gonna get stuff. It's always cool, free stuff for playing the game. It's gonna make the people a little bit competitive, but that's not always bad. So then, obviously, weekly deals in February, all this stuff where you can get new vehicles. Then the grand hunt with the bonds, so we could finally really get some bonds in. And I think this was a great way to get the bonds, because it was actually just playing the game. Didn't really have too much to do with skill, so everyone could get the bonds. And per 1 day, I think you got 250 bonds per day, and it was going on for, I think, a couple of days, 10 days or something like that. And I think that's pretty damn cool. Gives us the opportunity to grind those bonds. I still don't really know why they're in the game, but I think it's always important to keep them around, because someday you'll probably be able to get tanks with these bonds. So I would not buy some equipment off of it, because 5,000 bonds for one piece of equipment is just way too much. It's not worth it. So then, obviously, new the level design, showing us some kind of maps. That's always nice. Then 9.22. When was 9.22 released? Was 9.22 released in February? Whoa, I completely forgot about it. So yeah, 9.22 release date in February, releasing the Russian tanks, the Russian tier 10s, the new Tech 3, and the replacements. Well, I'd say this was probably, content-wise, it's one of the bigger patches, with the French tanks, with the British change of tier 10s. But on the other hand, it kind of screw tier 10 matchmaking over a little bit, or even more, with the addition of very, very powerful tier 10 tanks. The Object 430U, for example, the Object 268 version 4, that thing is just absolutely fucking shit. It's so overpowered. Then you could change old vehicles for new one. That was the trade deal. Unfortunately, I had every vehicle in the game. And I would have loved to trade in, I'm not even sure, I would have loved to trade in the Type 62A back then. And I would have loved to get the T95E2. Well, actually, it's okay. I have every tank that I actually wanted, everything that I needed. So all in all, I'd say I'm pretty damn happy. So update 1.0, you could join the beta after 9.22 was released. They immediately started this test server, and I think it's very nice that they bring that out, because it shows you the commitment that they have to keep on working constantly on the new things, and that the community can always test the things. That's what I really adore about this game. Not every game you can test out new features. They'll just implement it. If it doesn't really work, you don't get any information. It's going to suck. They're going to say, we're sorry, we're going to work on it. And then you don't see any kind of movement on it. Well, in World of Tanks, they can't do that. If people stop playing it, they will stop buying tanks, obviously. And that's what they need. So, new season of ranked battles. The first time that they released the ranked battles out of the beta mode. Ranked battles, well, I do enjoy the competitiveness of ranked battles, but at the same time, it was kind of very annoying. The heat spam was just unbearable. People, pushing you out of the way to get the shots in. It kind of has the opposite effect of, bringing up people to play together. It kind of destroys teamwork. So I'm not really a big fan of ranked battles. I still played ranked battles. I managed to get one rank that was absolutely horrible, but doesn't really matter. I will keep on playing random battles. Standard battles are more the thing for me. Then new Tiger on the prowl. The North American, European, and Russian server, they got the WZ-111 Alpine Tiger. Very cool looking tank, but nothing too special except for the looks on it. Then Triumvirat, all that stuff, getting equipment. Chieftain Hatch ETO equipment review was really cool. I'm gonna add this in the description. If you haven't read it, this is pretty much kind of a review, or not a review, but what does he equipment? Yeah, it is kind of a review of vehicles and equipment that they used during World War II, from tanks to here, like gun carriages, all the way to trucks, like from the American industry, what they used up all the way up until 1945. And it's really interesting because it shows you the strengths, the weaknesses, how the crew kind of saw these tanks during World War II, if they did like it, if they didn't like it, the general perception of those vehicles, the problems that they faced, the biggest victories that they had, the sheer numbers of M4s that they produced. It's really interesting, and I think everyone should, take a look into it, because it's definitely worth it. Then we had the Chinese New Year, Year of the Dog. I don't even know what the special was. Did they sell some kind of tank? Yeah, they sold the WZ-111, but there were some kind of specials going on. Nothing too special right there, actually. Then Info Hub. This is really cool. This is a website that they released after, also with the Mod Hub, where you can see all the changes that are going to be happening in 1.0. And I think it's just a little gimmick. I know it's nothing too insightful. You can get all the details out of the website here as well. But I think it's cool that they're doing that. It shows you that they, once again, are really working hard on their stuff. Then ranked battles, 30% off top tiers and offers. This is always nice. I think everyone loves these discounts when you can get a tier 10 or tier 9 vehicle for 30% reduced. That's always nice. Then another thing that I really like about wargaming and the way that they handle things is the March overview, the overviews that they give us out. And we had the this is going to be another topic, but the Dogs of War, they had a feature of this where they talked about dogs that were serving during World War II. And it's very interesting because World War II was not just a war for humans, they used all kinds of animals, for their purposes. Dogs, first and foremost. They used horses, mules, to carry all the heavy equipment. And it's a war that affects everything, every living human being. And I think that's just very important because up until today, I mean, still service dogs are all over the world used. And, just like everywhere else, I think if you have served for your country in a war, they should still, look after you at least. At least that, when you served in a war, look after you. And the same goes for the dogs. They cannot choose, so yeah, look after them. And I think this is really interesting, and this is a great take on things from the perspective of wargaming. So yeah, then they had the third beta, and you can see the February was very, very much filled with a lot of stuff, especially related to 1.0. Then specials as well, the new maps, and also some overviews to March. And I really like the way that they handle these things. So then we had an update on the fair play policy and actually the mod hub. We're going to talk about the mod hub later on. But the fair play policy, as you can see, is that 802 accounts have been penalized, 116 have been permanently banned. And there were some issues. Some people were banned that actually didn't use any cheats. It's really difficult sometimes because a system can make mistakes, and that really sucks for the people who are kind of affected by it. But still, you can see Wargaming are working on the cheater issue. It's not really that big of an issue, those modifications. Obviously, I think modifications are generally speaking a great idea, and that's exactly why they have implemented this mod hub, where you can now get, the mods that are licensed, that Wargaming have checked, and that have been put into here. And I think this is really great. It shows you that Wargaming can also work with the community they can make something out of this together, and this is exactly what it should be all about. The gaming company making this together, forming this game with the community, making it a fair place, fair environment for everyone, and that's exactly what we're striving to do here. This is also why I've made this channel, not just only to show off gameplay, but also to be a little bit of a community contributor. Because I think it's very important. It keeps the game alive, and it's nice. And then they had a Q&A stream. I will add the Q&A stream on the Twitch account that they had down in the description down below, because it was very interesting to the future of World of Tanks. There's probably going to be another video that I'll be handling further down the line, but right now we're just gonna roll on with the content. And yeah, the next few features you'll be seeing on my channel will be the Stuk 4, the review of some of the reward tanks that have gotten into the game, and after that probably some more gameplay and talks about certain things in World of Tanks. So as always, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, as always, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.